Well, hi everyone, welcome back. We're here, we're in one piece, aren't we?
Yeah,
We're just in one piece. It's been an amazing week. As you all know, if you were watching last week, we're here today to announce the winner of our free prize draw for that amazing air fryer from Chefree. So stay tuned, we'll do that very shortly. We've had, I think it was 614 entries for that free prize draw. Now normally, on a normal week, I answer every single comment that we get. I haven't been able to this week because it's been mental, isn't it?
it has. And I must say, thanks to each and every one of you for your good wishes for my op. It's very good of you. Thank you.
Yeah, we have had literally hundreds of people, and I mean hundreds, who have been wishing Helen and actually myself well, because I ended up in hospital as well, which is kind of a bit of a strange one. I was only supposed to go to drop Helen off and pick her back up again, but I ended up in hospital too. We'll tell you about it in a second. So yeah, massive thanks to everyone for all the good wishes, and also to everyone who entered the competition. So we'll announce the winner shortly. You also want to mention these people, Helen?
Yeah, we got a nice little gift through the post, a little Christmas card, and some lovely oven gloves.
Yeah.
Handmade with little caravans on, which is lovely for the caravan next year.
Check these out, folks. I mean, they're really good quality. Handmade by one of our lovely subscribers, Jackie Hill. Her husband Paul got in touch. He made them fit me, Helen. I don't know why. Or sorry, Jackie made them fit me. Now, why do you reckon that is? Because I do all the cooking, that's why. So these are really smart though. Look, they've got caravans, barbecues, bikes, deck chairs, washing lines.
Yeah, they're nice, aren't they?
They're really, really nice, and they're really good quality. There's actually a little badge on here somewhere that says, like, handmade with love by Jackie.
So thanks very much, Jackie and Paul. They're lovely.
Yeah, thank you. Very kind indeed. Also, we've had a few people send us some buy me a coffee donations as well. I think with you being in hospital, they wanted to get you, and also Bella, they sent Bella some stuff. So thank you to Phil and Diane, who we met earlier in the year.
Brick Kilns, wasn't it?
At Brick Kilns, yeah. I think we spent a good hour with them, didn't we, at Brick Kilns? So thank you very much. They sent us something to get me and Helen and also Bella something with. Also, thank you to Keris and Cameron, and also Steve and Chris, who also sent us buy me a coffee donations. Really, really kind. And of course, we'll be spending those on the important stuff. It won't be coffee, it'll probably be ghost ship.
Thank you. No ghost ship.
Or a guest ale. Right, Helen, let's talk through what happened with you. Everyone wants to know how you got on.
The operation went well. It was successful. Apart from the fact that I got an infection, chest infection from the anaesthetic. So I had to stay in the hospital for 4 days.
Yes.
So I didn't actually get out until last Thursday. But I'm on the road to recovery now, doing my exercises, trying to sort some physio out. And it's behind me, so it's good.
It is good, yeah. I mean, there was a potential that you could have been in and out the same day. Slim, but a potential. We thought you'd be out the next day. But you were in Monday, came out Thursday. Now this is where it got quite interesting, because I went to see Helen after her operation, and I felt a little sore throat coming on, didn't I?
Yeah, which I've got now.
Which you've got now.
Which you share.
I'm a very good sharer. So on the Tuesday morning, Helen said, I don't think you should come down here because you've got maybe a bit of a bug going on, and we don't want to be passing that around the hospital, so don't come. So I thought, okay. So I stayed at home on Tuesday. The same thing happened on Wednesday. My throat was getting worse, my nose was getting blocked. Don't come Wednesday. Thursday, we knew Helen would be coming out Thursday. But Helen said to me, how are you? And I said, worse than ever. I could hardly talk on Thursday morning. It was so bad. She said, right, you better get down to the doctor's before you come here. So I called my local doctor about 10:30 it was, I remember, and said, any chance of getting in? They said, no, we're chocky, you're not going to get in here today. But if you can go to the next village, you can go there in 15 minutes. I thought, well, it's 15 minutes away, I better go now. So I thought, I better go, because Helen will be really pleased if I go and get it sorted. Went down there, long story short, the doctor said to me, are you anxious? Didn't he? I said, no, my wife just had an operation, she's coming home today. I suppose that could make me anxious, the fact she's coming home. And he said, do you feel ill? I said, no, I feel fine. You lightheaded? I said, no. Do you feel dizzy? No. You feel sick? I said, no. I said, what is it? He said, your heart is racing at 156 beats per minute. And he said, we better do an ECG. So he did an ECG on me, or rather his assistant did, and they said, no, you need to go to A&E now, but because you're not showing any symptoms, you can drive yourself there, otherwise I'll be calling an ambulance. So I thought, this is really strange, because I felt absolutely fine apart from this cold, this bug. Went down to A&E. I mean, A&E is always manic, but they rushed me straight through, and I was straight in. And before I knew it, I was in a bed, people all around me, one of these cannulas in the arm, taking bloods, and they said, how did you get here? I said, I drove down. They said, did you not come in an ambulance? I said, no, I drove down. They said, you should really have come in an ambulance. Got to get your heart rate down. It was still at 153. And they couldn't get it down. They gave me these tablets to reduce it, which normally work in about half an hour. They didn't work. They said, we can give you 2 more of those tablets. If they don't work, you're going to be staying in and going to cardiology. And they gave me another dose. They didn't work for 15 minutes, and then suddenly it started to come down, didn't it? And so Thursday afternoon, I'm downstairs in now Majors 10. Helen's upstairs in Ward 22. I've got a car in the car park. I'm on all sorts of drugs, and I can't drive the car home. So it was a bit of a calamity, really, wasn't it?
So we called your family in, and they were very good.
Yeah, you called my niece, didn't you?
Yeah.
Joanna, and she came down and with her mum and dad and was able to drive us home in our car eventually. Mm. But there was a point where I didn't think I was going to get home that day, so that would have been
well, I didn't either.
So I'm now on blood thinners, beta blockers, antibiotics.
No more bacon and sausage and ghost ship.
I've just had a sausage sandwich and I had a ghost ship last night.
Oh, well, that's it.
Well, they didn't say you couldn't do that. But I've got to go back to the hospital on Saturday morning to cardiology for some more tests. Don't know what kicked it off, but I felt fine before I went, and I felt fine since. The only thing that's made me feel groggy, the drugs they've put me on made me feel really lightheaded. One in particular, which is called bisoprolol. And everyone I spoke to since, well, they're all on them anyway. Everyone I know is on them. But 10 milligrams.
On them, aren't they?
All my family are on them, yeah.
I think it's a hereditary thing.
Well,
is it not something about the heart or
no,
atrial fibrillation? Is that right?
Yeah, I think no. I mean, stroke's really what's in the family.
No, there's something about a heartbeat.
My brother Robert,
he's got that. They say you've got it as well.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's right. Well, I don't know what's going on. We'll find out on Saturday. But so it's been a topsy-turvy week, isn't it? And we've not really had the time to answer any of the comments that have come through, so we do apologise for not doing that. And by now we would have brought you a completely different video, but I've just hadn't had the time to edit that video. So,
and we like living life on the edge, because we've had 2 carpets laid in the meantime, and you've had to empty the rooms, haven't you?
This is it. They said to me, take it easy, right? Don't stop doing stuff, but just take it easy. I've had to empty 2 rooms of furniture so we could have 2 carpets laid in the sort of studio and also in the bedroom, and then put it all back together again. We've got deliveries even coming today of furniture and stuff.
And the discos, the Christmas discos start this weekend.
Yeah, it's all a bit crazy.
So he's nice and busy.
Yeah, which is probably why I've got a ticker problem in the first place. Anyway.
No, it's your bacon and sausage.
We're fit and well, and I am absolutely delighted with Helen's arm, because on the first day, the day of the actual surgery, she was already moving it around, weren't you? Which I found incredible.
Yeah, I can move it.
I mean, what Helen's got going on is what's called, and I know a few of you have been in touch about this.
Yes, thanks for that as well.
A reverse shoulder replacement. Yeah. So the ball on this socket is normally in your arm, isn't it? At the top of your arm. And then you've got like the cup, for want of a better description, on your shoulder blade. And when they do a reverse, it's really because it's all worn away.
It's the bursa and the tendons were all broken, so they've had to do it this way.
So the ball is on here, and they put a metal pin with a ball on the end in your sort of shoulder as such, and then in your arm you've got a metal pin with the cup. I mean, the bruising was horrendous. It looked like you'd been in a car crash at one point.
Still is. It's still bad.
But it's starting to clear up, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm amazed by the movement that you've got.
Yeah.
And I'm also amazed of you weren't in an awful lot of pain, were you? Considering what you'd been through, you seem to have more pain on that side.
Yeah, because I've been compensating with this arm and sort of pulling myself about with it, and I think this has probably made this sore. Yeah.
She's a tough cookie. She's a brave soldier, I'll tell you. I think you've done remarkable. And she did all these exercises, moving the arm about, stirring the paint. But once again, loads of people have said that they've had it done, and I think one lady came on, just can't quite remember her name, and so I think she said, was it 24 years ago?
She had two done.
Yeah.
She had two done, and eight years between, and she's had them done for 20 years, which is good, because the consultant said, because I'm only young, that I may need it replaced in 10 years. So to hear that hers has lasted 20, it's quite refreshing news, really.
It's good news, really good news. So onwards and upwards, to get the next one done hopefully as soon as possible.
Oh, not yet.
Well, yeah, but the sooner you get it done, the better. It can get you in a good position for 2025 caravan touring. That's the plan, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Helen's moving in the right direction. There's loads of stuff going on still, and I don't know what's happening with me. I've absolutely got no idea. So
Lost cause.
Watch this space. Yeah. Right, I know they're all going to know who's won. But we've got anything else? Should we keep them in suspense a bit longer?
No, just let them know who's won that air fryer, and they can get cooking their sausage rolls and mince pies.
So let me explain how we did it. Normally, I would copy and paste every individual YouTube name into a piece of software. But because of our situation, I didn't really have the time to do that. So I took this. What I did, I put numbers 1 to 614. You'll see it in a second. Number 1 to 614 into the software. So that made it a lot quicker and a lot easier for me, although it still took me an hour. And then when I hit the button, it randomly picks one of those numbers between 1 and 614. And then when the number lands, that number, what I decided I would do is I would count down the comments. So let's say it was number 25. I would count down the comments to number 25, and whoever number 25 was, providing they were subscribers with the right answer, then they would be the winner. Now, if you wanted to check this on your own system, you won't get the same name, because more often than not, and I know because I've had a look at this, these are the order that's on my laptop, the way they've landed on my system. They could land on your system in a different order. So there's no jiggery-pokery going on. It's all fair and square and all that, but it was the quickest and easiest way for me to do it. So, without further ado, let's go over, do the prize draw, and find out who the lucky winner is. Right, so here we go with the free prize draw. So as you can see, in this software, I've numbered everything from 1 to 614, as you can see. So all the numbers are actually in there. Just want to make sure you can see that. There you go. So what we're going to do now is save those, hit the save button, and then going to go over and hit the draw button, and that will randomly pick out a number between 1 and 614. And the lucky number is, wait for it, 90, number 90. So what I did at this point was I went back into YouTube, scrolled down my comments until I found the 90th comment on the list. And that's the 90th comment in my list. And let's see who that comes up with. I've sped this up, by the way, so I can't count that fast. And there it is. The lucky winner, ladies and gentlemen, of the Chefree Air Fryer is Keith and Alison Preston. Keith, Alison Preston, 9327. Many, many congratulations to you. What you need to do now, as I mentioned, is just drop me an email at caravantastic@hotmail.com with your address details, including your postcode, and we'll get that posted out to you. And there you have it. What about that?
Oh, Keith and Alison Preston.
Keith and Alison Preston, 9327. I think they answer a comment onto our every week. Yeah, so I know they're regulars. I'm delighted that you've won it, and
Well
thank
done.
you. Yeah, well, massive well done. And thanks to everybody that entered. Yeah, it really was good. And if you subscribe just to win the air fryer, don't unsubscribe now, because we're going to have some more goodies to give away,
Yeah,
aren't
we'll
we?
try and get some more to give away and share.
Well, we've got something to give away next week, because what I'm going to do for next week, and you may still get it in time for Christmas if we're really quick, is I've got a Caravantastic mug and also 2 of those lovely wooden
Coasters.
Caravantastic coasters. Yeah, so we've got a mug and 2 coasters to give away, and I hope we can do that in next week's video. So don't unsubscribe, whatever you do, or you won't be winning. So well done to Keith and Alison. Yeah,
So you can get on to Daniel and he can get that posted to them.
Yeah, I just need Keith and Alison to drop us an email to caravantastic@hotmail.com Okay, it's actually in the description, and it's also at the end of the video. So caravantastic@hotmail.com. Just drop us an email. I'll say Alison, because Alison, I think it's Alison that leaves all the comments on here, with your address details, and then we'll let Daniel know, and he'll get that straight in the post. So it's normally within 2 or 3 days you'll have it.
Yeah, and you can start cooking away.
And we've used that air fryer loads since we got it. It's really good. So we've got a bit of an air fryer city going on there now, because we've also got our what's the other one called now?
Coffee machines.
No, the other air fryer.
Oh, the Ninja.
Ninja. Yeah, I mean, we've been using that a long time, but now...
We bought that. That wasn't...
Oh, we spent a lot of money on that, yeah. But now we've got this one as well. We can be doing a roast and doing the veggies and everything all at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's
and
really
it saves
good.
putting the oven on, so it must save money.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot quicker, isn't it?
Yeah.
So well done, Keith and Alison Preston. And they go away in their caravan all the time. They're away more than we are. They're never at home, honestly. They're always away.
I did say to David, I'm not missing the caravan at the moment because I'm not comfortable enough. But as soon as I am...
We're out again, are we? Well, have a quick look here now, because I think at the time of recording we've got a real high wind warning. Thankfully, the week before you went in hospital, I decided, or Helen decided for me, that we were going to winterise the van. So we did all the stuff, didn't we? Watch Dan Trudgeon. If you don't watch Dan, the Trudgeons. He did a fantastic video on winterising the caravan.
We put the steel wool in because I'm like really nervous about little undesirables getting in my caravan. So we used the steel wool in any holes. I had David look at under all the seats and everywhere for little holes to plug.
It's surprising how many holes you've got in your caravan floor. They're supposed to be there. The main ones have got generally have a metal grid to stop rodents getting in and mice and stuff. But where you've got cables going through, they can get through the smallest gap. And one of the things that Dan said was, get some wire wool and just poke it down around the cables or the pipes or whatever's going through. And they don't like chewing through wire. And so Helen said, you better do it. Now, I have done it, and we keep ours on the drive. A lot of people keep their caravans in storage yards, on farm yards and stuff like that, where you're more likely to get sort of rodents and stuff looking to shelter and hunt food out, etc.
Oh, they'll go anywhere.
I don't think we'll have probably had a problem on the driveway, but nevertheless, we've done it. And we're all winterised. And now, there's a weather warning out for the next 3 days of heavy winds. And my son sent me I think it's called the Windy app, and it's got gusts of 99 miles an hour on it for here. So I'm a bit concerned about it. I don't know if we can tie the caravan down somehow if we need to, but we're certainly keeping a close eye on it. So if you're out and about, be mindful. It's Thursday when this is going out. We're recording this on Thursday morning, so we're a bit late. Be mindful that for the next 3 days it's going to get very, very windy. And if you have a window to get home with your caravan, I suggest maybe think about doing it now, because if you get caught in it, it won't be a lot of fun.
It's the only thing. It's not good in wind, is it, to pull and actually be on a site.
Also, we have got some footage from Norwich camping, and we are going to be making our way back to Downtide Caravans. They want us to have a little look at some of their motorhomes, so that could be quite interesting. But also, we've had an invitation from them to get into their service bay. They've offered to service our caravan for us, and for us to film it so we can see what the process looks like. Well, we've only just had a caravan service, so I'll be getting back in touch with Bruce there. So if we don't get ours in, it'd be good to go down to their sort of service department and just see what's involved in some of the servicing that they do. So we've got Downtide to bring you, and Norwich Camping. If you're familiar with Norwich Camping, if you live in Norfolk, you'll know it. Absolute massive place.
It's a good day out, isn't it?
It really is.
They've got all their Christmas stuff out at the moment as well.
They have got a massive Christmas department. They've got a garden department. They've got outdoor cooking. They've got camping. They've got tents. They've got awnings, which they've put away for the next couple of months. But generally speaking, when that's out, it's a massive display. They've also got camper vans that they sell there, haven't they?
Yeah.
They've got a large...
Yeah, we could look at them. That's different. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a little look at those. There's a large cafe, which we also like to have a little look at when we go. And then every accessory under the sun for camping and caravanners, and motorhomes. Absolutely every accessory, clothing. There's even a farm shop there as well. You can pick up all
There's air conditioning units,
everything,
aerial, satellite TV, covers, all sorts, isn't there?
The full shebang. But we met with Jordan, who's the owner's son there, and we've agreed that we'll team up and do a few different things. One thing we could do, he said, is take the caravan to Norwich camping and put a few warnings on the side of it.
Yeah.
So we'll see how we get on with that. Maybe that's something we'll do in the future. But anyway, for now, I think we'll hold it there. Thank you for sticking with us, and thank you again for all your lovely words of support and encouragement. And well done to Keith and Alison Preston, who have just won themselves a brilliant air fryer. And thanks to everyone who keeps tuning in. And if you haven't done so yet, now's your chance. Hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell. And then we'll let you know when all the next videos are coming out. But in the meantime, thanks for watching.
And see you next time.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now.